Strange. Can you all hear me? First things first. Can you all hear me? Because I can't check the sound for some reason. So that's what we need to establish first thing first. Can you all hear me? Yep, loud and clear. Sounds like a good do to me. So, plenty to talk about. Massive season-defining weekend, this, arguably. So I thought, what better time than to do a stream? I've just literally seen now, live on camera, that Millwall took an early lead at Blackpool, which is massive. I believe that'll confirm their relegation. That confirms their relegation unless they score 6 goals in their next game. Yeah. Which is annoying because they've still not managed to do Blackpool away on a Saturday. But when it comes to priorities, we want Town to stay up, obviously. So, the way it's looking at the moment, or the way it's being said, you have to count Cardiff in the relegation battle, even though they're pretty much out. Mathematically, they're not safe, but we all know that they are. So, that being said, that changes everything for this weekend, because on Sunday we make the short trip down to Cardiff, which means that, well, if Cardiff have nothing to play for, then they could play a weekend side. Blackpool 1-1. You're joking. Let's have a look. That means they have not to play for, which works in our favour because they'll play a weekend side maybe. Yeah, it is 1-1. That's sick. Penalty, Jerry Yates, Mr. Reliable himself. So that can be in our hands for the sake of that we can go and do a job now in Cardiff, which we never do. So it's tricky, but it's better now than it was a couple of weeks ago. So you could also argue that Sheffield United will play second team out since they've already been promoted. So it's in our hands, is what Terrier 484 said. I reckon. Well, it's not what I reckon. 1 win keeps us up. Our 1 win keeps us up. That's how it works. We get that 1 win, we're staying up. End of. In my mind. That 1 win puts us to 47. And at that point, we're sound. Or we should be anyway. Wigan Reading have to play each other still. And then us and Reading have to play each other still. So, if we were to win one of those 3 games, I reckon it'd be enough. Would it? No. You'd like to think so, but if we can come out of these 3 games with 4 points, I reckon we've done it. It's just tricky, because we've seen how all these teams that don't have anything to play for can just put second string sides out, like Burnley did against QPR. Gave QPR a win, and then Wigan have been given a lifeline against Stoke, which they earned from what I'm aware. There wasn't no kind of second string side out from Stoke. But I believe there was when Burnley played Reading, and then obviously you've got Reading getting a vital point against Luton. But yeah, Burnley have given Rotherham, Reading, and QPR points in recent games, so it's not been great for us. In my mind, Wigan are down, and so are Blackpool as well. If they lose tonight, but I think unless Wigan can win both of those games, which they've got Reading and Rotherham in fairness. So that being said, assuming we win one game, I think we are safe because the points have to go to someone. So it's tricky. It's tricky because if you're Neil Warnock, you're thinking, do we get it done early and try and beat Cardiff, or do we mess about and then leave it till last minute like Town always do? So it's a real kind of priority kind of shuffle, really. I think as long as we don't lose any of the games, we should be fine. Hopefully Millwall get back into that game, which they'll want to do, given that draw does them no favours, knowing that everyone plays tomorrow, Barrows and Cardiff, and everyone can leapfrog them from Preston. So, hang on, who can? So Preston, West Brom and Blackburn and Sunderland can all go above them, unless Sunderland have Blackburn. Oh, wait, no, Sunderland have Watford. Preston have Sheffield United, who have nothing to play for. Already promoted. So it's just a case of it's just a case of who turns up, but you know, it's hard because I mean QPR looked dead and buried up until that last game. Rotherham are in the worst form, arguably, in the league, I think. Is that fair to say? Yeah. 2 points out of the last 5. Swansea in the best. And obviously we've not been in great form. See, winning, drawing, losing, then drawing again. But that point at Sunderland were massive, so we'll just have to see about this week. I mean, in an ideal world, we go to Cardiff, don't lose, and we set ourselves up in a position where that even, say Blackpool don't win tonight, even if Blackpool do win their next game, then we're all right because we've got that kind of Blackpool do win their next game and we draw, it doesn't matter because they can't go higher than us because they've only got that one game. Reading, similar scenario. If we draw, even if they beat Wigan, not only does that relegate Wigan, they'll only jump 1 point above us, so we can not easily, but we can get out the mess against Sheffield United or against Reading themselves on the final day, but we'd have to better their result. That's the only problem. We couldn't get away with a draw because we'd be drawing it effectively against a team that's 1 point ahead of us. So it's hard, but we need to dig deep these last 3 games. We can't be losing any soft battles, and we've just got to show that we want to be here. And Warnock can end his managerial career on a high, and we can end the season on a high. A new era out for Kevin Nagle's Terriers, and then we'll go from there. But to me, at the moment, if I was a gambling man, which I'm not, wouldn't know what to do with a bet slip if it landed in front of me. But I'm looking at that and thinking that Rotherham might be the one to fall, because they're probably in the worst form. Yeah, I think they are in the worst form in the league. Rotherham and Stoke are in the past 5 games. Wigan have won the last 2. So should Wigan beat Reading tomorrow, you wouldn't like to be Huddersfield Town with just 1 point ahead. We win that game, it does change, because then when they simple beat Reading, stay up, but I think we'll get points in other games. But is it leaving it too late, Paul? You're just playing God there a bit, aren't you? We leave it till the last minute. I mean, joking apart, guys, Blackpool wouldn't even be in the relegation battle if it weren't for a goal line technology error. They'd have 2 points less. So they'd now be on 40 points they'd be relegated, actually, yeah. They'd be relegated. They'd be on 40 points with 1 game left. They'd have to win tonight. So that being said, it's one of them where, what if something dodgy happens on final day? We have to live with it and we go down from it. Or we get a written apology at best and a pick and mix. It's not really like all will change. So that's what worries me as well, is every time we've been to Cardiff in the past few years, we've not got anything. We've not got anything. We've lost every time. It's always been a last minute thing as well. So it is tricky. What is also annoying is all these teams around us, we've given points. QPR drew with us and won at their place. Oh no, we beat QPR actually. No, we beat QPR. But we lost to Rotherham, beat Rotherham, lost to Reading, lost to Blackpool, drew with Blackpool, lost to Wigan both times. John Moss has announced he's coming out of retirement. That won't surprise me. But no, I want us to get it done sooner rather than later, is my point. I want us to get it done on Sunday. And John Smith can just be like a party when we're playing Sheffield United. Get that win tomorrow, and although I don't know if that makes us mathematically safe, does it? Based on, obviously it will be bold. No, it will. It might, based off Saturday's results. Should we get that 3 points against Cardiff? Rewrite history, because we've never won there, I don't think. Not since they moved from their old ground. Beat Cardiff, and then there's no worrying or leaving it last minute or, oh God, it's getting a bit nerve-wracking. We've just done it then. At the bottom 3 with 48 points, Pumping Palace, 1 Birmingham sent us down. It can happen like that, so that's what worries me, is we need to get it done sooner rather than later. But anyway, one thing I will do whilst I'm live is this is basically like a Cardiff preview. So I'm going to go with the lineup that I go with, and then, as such, a score prediction. I'm going to go with, hang on, let me get the last few lineups out. Let's have a quick look. Let's have a little look and see what's what. Wait, where's the Tuesday night where we played Sunderland? Sunderland, there we go. So I'd have Vaklik in net. I'd have a back 5 of Ruffles, Heelick, Lees, Pearson. And I'd have Headley as well, if she could. Oh no, because he was playing on wing, wasn't he? I'd put him in green there. I think he played pretty well recently. I'd have that as back 5. Then I'd have 2 in middle, Kusumu and Hogg. Then I'd have on wings, I'd have Karoma, Hungbo and Ward up top. and then I'd have Radoni coming in off bench, played a bit better recently, and I'd have Diarra coming off bench because he's much better as an impact. I think that'd work well. In fairness, but yeah, I just don't want to go down to Cardiff on Sunday. I've done it twice, and it's been the same result both times. It's been 1-0 up, all getting a bit giddy, hogged out apparently. Oh God, we're all getting giddy. We're all feeling a bit fresh. Scored 1 goal, and then they're coming with equalise, and we're like, right, okay, we'll take a point. And then they go in 98. They were 94 first time, and they were 98 second time. Kiefer Moore. Game to bed. See you later. Have a nice trip home. I wouldn't have Nichols walking straight back into the lineup just yet because Vaklik's been pretty good recently, and I don't want him to get injured straight away. So I'd probably leave him for maybe this week. But Kasuma played absolutely immense against Sunderland, so I'd have him in. But don't want to risk Nichols. If he's to stay on for next season, which I hope he does, then having him injured is not going to help us in one bit. So it'd be better having him as just kind of, I dare I say it, back up really, in case Vaklik gets injured, because Vaklik's been pretty good recently. You don't mend if he's not broke, do you? So, but obviously this is a team now where it's like, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, it's not really going to do loads next season. We do need to invest and get rid of some deadwood, and stop. We have got time wasters. We have got some players that are just time wasters, and I'm not going to be so harsh as to say individually, but the ones that have come up recently and grafted, just know that I'm grateful. We're grateful. And it means so much to finally see what we've been waiting to see for how long. Karoma's been absolutely top draw recently. Kusumu's been top draw. Radoni's been so much better. Pearson's been on it. But Vaklik's been on it. But we've had a lot of people that I'm not going to say were passengers, but weren't actively involved and have now kind of come out the shadows a bit and thought, come up to us and be like, no, do you know what? I'm here to mean business now. I want to get this spot and keep it. And I completely respect that. And I think that's massive. If you are new around here, guys, please do leave a like and subscribe. We're really close to 5K. We're looking to hit that hopefully soon. So I've been on like 4,980 for ages. Yeah, just Blackpool, Millwall, that is half time now. And Millwall picking up 3 yellow cards in space of about 8 minutes. Thinking one of them might have been that penalty. It's so tough now if Blackpool win that, because you'd love them to lose it and then just know deep down that no matter what they do, they're down. No matter what they do, if they were to lose that tonight, it doesn't matter what they do, they cannot stay up unless they score 5 goals, 6 goals, something daft like that. So we're just gonna hope that Millwall do God's work for us now. Evening, Huddersfield Town Fan TV. All right, Cromer's playing for a contract. I do want to contract that is. Hi Wayne, how you doing, mate? Yeah, Karoma's done enough for me to sign on for next season. He's proved his worth, and I do want him to stay. I've said some harsh things about players this season, right? And although I'd love to be the guy to say, "Oh, put my hand up and apologise," at the time it made sense because they weren't doing anything. They were just running around, jogging, collecting a wage. And I'll always say it as it is. I will never lie or paper the cracks. But now they genuinely look like they want to be, and they genuinely look like they're just on it so much more than they were. They just care more, and you can just tell by the football that they're playing and the hard work that they're putting in. Kusumu body on the line against Sunderland, absolutely massive from him. That was, I'm not saying it wasn't there from Kasumu because he's been there all season. Kasumu's worked hard on stop, but that wasn't there from everyone earlier on in the season. It was just a turn up, sulk a bit, lose, and then whatever. At worst, we'll still like go home and collect his wages, whatever. But I don't like saying stuff like that. So I don't like saying that these players are this and that because I know that they're human beings as well, and I know obviously like that it's wrong. But I cannot sit there and watch my club have players that don't want to be here and that you can just tell don't want to be here and glorify it. Like I can't do it because I'm a fan. I support this team. It's not like if I'm going to like a Man City game or like a Roma game and I see someone jogging, I don't care because like I don't support these teams. Like I've gone to watch the football. I'm not bothered if someone's jogging because it's nothing to do with me. What matters to me is that my team that I support are on it and want to play for Huddersfield Town. And as long as they do, I'll give them all the support that they ever asked for. So, and in recent weeks, we've had that, and I've been on it. In the videos, you might not always see it, but I've been on it with them. And I've said, even to my mates, and I've said, this is brilliant, this is loads better. Look like they want to be here. Look like they want to play for Huddersfield Town, playing for badge, body on the line. This is brilliant. It's loads better than previously. So that's my kind of perspective on that. But it's just looking now. Who's Blackpool's next game? Norwich. Shouldn't really be getting anything there, should they? Not with Norwich able to push into playoffs. Should Norwich win both their games, they go to 68 and they might just sneak it, so you never know. Same applies for Preston could do it. Reading have got Wigan tomorrow. That game is tomorrow. Rotherham have got Middlesbrough on Monday. Sure, you'd put your house on Middlesbrough doing them there. You would. So we'll just have to see. Score prediction for tomorrow. For Sunday. Score prediction for Sunday. In fact, I'm going to do score prediction on all those games. Actually, I'm going to score prediction on the Rotherham Borough. I'm going to say 2-1 Borough. I'm going to say Reading Wigan. I'm actually going to go for 2-1 Wigan. I think Wigan are going to turn up there. I think Reading are going to try get whatever they can get, and it'll be too late at our place. And I'm going to back us to win 2-1 against Cardiff. No, I'm not. Don't be stupid, Red. I'm going to back a 1-1 because we never win in Wales, and I mean, I'm just second guessing myself here. I'm going to back a 1-1. I'm going to back Karoma to get another, and Callum O'Dowd to score for Cardiff, and that'll put us in a better position. Confirms Cardiff safety, does that, and it'll put us on to 45 points, with hopefully Reading not winning, and then Reading have to play us. And should we? Let me just double check that. Should we draw to Cardiff? Yes. So if we draw to Cardiff and Reading lose, no, and Reading draw, even if Reading draw tomorrow, as long as Reading don't win tomorrow and we draw to Cardiff, we'll still be 1 point ahead of them, and then we get to play Sheffield United and all that. Regardless of that result, as long as we don't lose to Reading. So as long as Reading don't win tomorrow and we don't lose to Reading, we should be good. I think that's how it works. Yeah, because ultimately we'll both get a point. 45 will go to, 44 they'll go to. And then we've got the game with Sheffield United, whatever we do there. But then we've still got that game against Reading, obviously, where we'll be on 45, they'll be on 44. Hoping that Blackpool and Wigan haven't got out of it. Then that means that as long as we don't lose to Reading, we stay up. So, hope we do it at Cardiff, but obviously working it out now, it is in our hands to mess up. And surely we don't. Hoping we don't. But we'll just have to see. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap that up for tonight. It's been nice to get back on the live streams. Like I say, if you are new around here, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We're only 13 off 5k now. So there will be a vlog on Sunday, as always. I'm really looking forward to making that, making the trip down. It should be a good do. And yeah, thanks for all support. And I will be doing more previews next season. I will make that like a kind of promise as well. I've been a bit slack this season, but next season I'll be back on it as maybe not as normal, but more frequent. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you guys bright and early Sunday morning. See ya. Bye.